All right, Kelly, tell me what you've been up to over the course of the last month.
It's been a crazy month. Um, with me making the decision, and it was kind of weird because it was my birthday week as well. Right as I made the decision, so I was getting hammered on social media, from fans or whatever, and then getting birthday wishes on top of that. So it was kind of a little balance in between, but it got to the point where, I had to turn my phone off because, it was getting to a lot. It was getting a lot to me. But I had to take myself away from all that and just like enjoy my day because it was my 22nd birthday, and just being around my family and friends, that was really special. And then moving forward from there, just getting my papers, release papers from Clemson. Into it, now, just grinding, working out, getting back to my routine, here at Velocity, and also, getting back with Ramon and just, getting back to, grinding, each and every day, and just, right now, just taking visits, trying to find a new home, and, just get ready for this last year.
Why do you think people were so emotional about your decision?
I guess because it's the first time that someone's seen this decision being made with the new rule, especially in the middle of the season. Being at a place like Clemson, it's people, all the fans are so passionate, about the football team, and I guess being in the platform that I'm on, today, a lot of people didn't expect the decision to be made, and it was the decision that I had to make, for myself, and but I made it, and I'm happy that I made it, and I'm not. Looking back on it, wishing that I would have did something differently.
Sounds like you're at peace with the decision. What were the factors you were considering when you were making it?
Just looking out for myself, my well-being. Like you said, I'm at peace now. I feel like that's behind me, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything to put myself in a position to be successful in the future. And I feel like I've done that, and I'm still working towards my goals, where I want to be later on in life.
Mm-hmm. What's the message that you want all of your teammates, maybe fans of Clemson, to understand about Kelly Bryant?
Oh, ain't nothing changed. I may not be running out there Saturday, but I still love my teammates. Those are my guys. Been there 4 years with them. I still bleed orange and purple. I'm thankful for the memories, the times we've had together. And I thank Clemson for for everything they've done for me, welcome me in, as a freshman, not really sure until now, kind of got to figure out, but still not really sure. But it's been a blessing, to play at Clemson and also get a degree, while working on my master's as well. So I'm thankful for, everything they've done for me.
What have you learned throughout your entire journey at Clemson? You played behind Deshaun Watson. You've seen some of the best of the best. You won a national championship, and you walk away with that in 4+ years. What have you learned?
I learned how to play the game of life. When all the good that I've experienced. When I'm at the top of the mountain, you have to come right back down. Keep working your way back up. That's just such a life lesson that I've learned, and I still learn to this day. Whenever I think I got to figure out, there's something that I always got to figure out. So it's just been those knocks, knocks in life that I just continue to use and try to work towards.
Mm-hmm. When you got those release papers, it's almost like the ending of one thing, but the beginning of something new. So what was that moment like?
It was kind of surreal. Not what I was, imagining, how I was gonna, finish it up at Clemson. But, to get those release papers, okay, like you said, it's a new beginning. So now, just finding a new home for me and, where I can, showcase my abilities and, get my master's as well.
Mm-hmm. I know that you're still working towards your master's, and it's important for you that your credits transfer over at your next school. What other factors are you considering in your next home?
Just a perfect fit. Just getting to somewhere that can develop me. I still feel like my best ball is still ahead of me. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm still eager to learn. There's so many things I can get better at. So just finding a coaching staff that can develop me, for it's the next level, and just getting around people that's really genuine and I can trust. It's not. I don't want it to be just a one-year thing. Something I can come back to when I'm 30+ years old, and I can come back and be right at home. So just having that feel, that's been some of the biggest things that's been forced me making my decision.
Do you see in the future Clemson being a home for you and whatever your next stop is?
Definitely. I think that's unique. That I feel like, once I'm done playing football, I can come back right here, Clemson. And plus, I'm from South Carolina, so, it's not too far from home. And, wherever I end up at, go back there as well and, pour into youth as well.
I don't think everyone understands that you're from 50 miles away from Clemson, so South Carolina's always been your home. What's it been like continuing to train here in the same state that maybe didn't receive your decision that positively?
It's not been as tough as I would imagine. Of course, whenever I'm out in public, there's been people that supports my decision, say we behind you 100%. We understand. Also, there's the other responses as well, like, why'd you have to leave? Come back. It's some. I even got name bashed a little bit, but it's all a part of it. It's something that I knew was going to happen. I was going to have to receive it, but it's pretty much what I've grown accustomed to. Ever since I've stepped into the spotlight.
Mm-hmm. At the beginning of the season, you said, Trevor's great. He deserves to play everything that you could possibly imagine that was positive about him. And you said it has no bearing on who you are as a player. So who is Kelly Bryant as a player, maybe even after everything that you've been through?
I'm the same guy you saw in the ACC championship. That's Kelly B. That was me at peace, not worrying about anything, just having fun and just playing. I just look back at that moment. I really think that was, people really got to see me, for who I really am, and that's what I'm trying to get back to.
Mm-hmm.
Just playing free and just being me.
Mm-hmm. Where do you think you lost that along the way?
I say it's been a tough year. Just having to battle with external and internal factors. But I feel like now I'm kind of getting back to it. Just being here, being away from everything. Just grinding and getting back to what I'm accustomed to doing.
Mm-hmm. When do you think you'll be all the way back to the fun-loving guy that's running up and down the field, smiling at everyone, hyping everyone up? Like, when do you think you'll reach that moment again?
I feel like it's pretty much there, but it'll really be there, once I step foot on someone's campus.
Mm-hmm. You've been through the recruiting process before. How is this time around different?
I get to take all my official visits. It's different because, one of the main things I've been telling coaches that I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to hear that, recruiting pitch, that you tell a 17-year-old, 22-year-old young man. So I just want to be honest, straight from, time I first talked to the coaches, till, whenever I make the decision. And, because, I really don't have time to waste, just once, 1 year, just the only opportunity I got. And so I'm just wanting to make sure I make the most out of it. So that's just been, how I've been going about this whole process.
Is this 1 year about improvement, development, and making it to the NFL?
All the above.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why.
Because, a lot of people say that I can't play at the next level. And, that, my position be changed. I'm not good enough. I don't have a strong enough arm. I'm not knowledgeable, to, read defenses. But, like I said, I'm not a finished product. I'm still working towards, what I want to be. And, that's why I just want to make sure that I make the right choice to get this right because, I feel like, this is it for me. And so, I got to get it right.
Does the outside chatter motivate you, the naysayer?
Definitely. I don't really let it affect me, but, it's always good to hear, what other people, have to say about me.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because you're one of the first in a generation to come that have an option with the 4-game redshirt rule. How does this rule maybe give power to a student athlete like yourself?
It gives you options, where you don't feel like you're stuck in a situation where, you can't, make another decision that may benefit you. Of course, it's a rule that, some people may not agree with, but I think it greatly benefits, student athletes, in football.
What do you think is the fine balance between, obviously trying to serve the team and trying to make sure that you make the right decision for yourself? How do you balance that?
It's tough because, been working with a group of guys for such a long time, you created that bond. and you pretty much, you know each other, and you've been there through the good and bad. But, you know, at the end of the day, you really have to, like, sit back and, like, make sure that you're doing what's best for you, you know, because I know the next man right next to me, he's going to do what's best for him, you know, whether, you know, it may sit well with, you know, everyone or not. So, I mean, it's tough because, you know, you walk away from, you know, what you've been a part of for such a long time, and, you know, all the guys that poured into you, and you poured into, you know, the young guys as well. But, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, you know, you have to do what's best for you, and, you know, they'll understand, you know, whether it's right now or, you know, a couple years down the road.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is the advice you would give someone that's considering the same thing as you? What kind of research do they need to do or understand about their position and role?
Just make sure you have good people in your corner. You know, of course, you know, people gonna be trying to tell you, you know, what to do, but, you know, you as yourself, you know, you have to know and do what's best for you. It's not gonna be easy. It's definitely not an easy decision, you know. You know, for me, it kind of took me like a whole week to, like, really, you know, get myself back together. But, you know, I had to do what's best for me and just do what's best for you, because at the end of the day, you got to live with the decision. No one else is going to live with that decision because you're the one who's making it.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, so to make it clear, you made the decision on your own.
Yes, I did.
What have you been working on from a player standpoint on the field to make you better at your next stop?
Just velocity on the ball, just getting the ball out quicker, working on my release. You know, that's what we're doing here at Velocity. You know, getting faster, you know, getting more, working on my agility, you know, and also in the weight room, trying to get stronger. You know, just a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. So if you could define the type of quarterback that you're looking to become, you said you're an unfinished product. What is that quarterback?
A finished product.
What does that look like?
A guy that can do it all. You know, everybody look at me, you know, make plays with my legs, but, you know, they make all the throws. You know, that's fundamentally sound, you know, a smart, you know, a tough kid, and just, you know, that does everything.
Mm-hmm. What do you want the next fan base to know, whoever they may be, about you?
Wherever I'm coming, we paint the city.
I know you've been to a couple places already. What has intrigued you about each stop? I mean, how are you making the decision to make these official visits?
Just, you know, the communication, you know, with coaches. Just seeing who's, you know, constantly, you know, we making that communication, and just, you know, just hearing what they have to say. You know, like I said, I told them I straight out didn't want to be, you know, recruited. And so, you know, just, you know, seeing what they're all about, and also going out and taking those visits and actually seeing if it, you know, marries up, you know, while I'm out there, and just, you know, talking to the players as well, because, you know, they can sound good from the coaches, but, you know, the players, you know, saying something different from what the coach is telling me, then, you know, it may be a red flag for me.
Mm-hmm. How much does winning a championship or win-loss record playing into the decision you're making?
It don't play at all. You know, anything can change in a year. You know, every year is a new year. So, you know, I just feel like, you know, just want to get somewhere where, you know, I can come in and make an impact, you know, on the field and off the field as well.
All right, Kelly, tell me some of the players or former players that you've heard from since making your decision.
I heard from a lot of guys. Deshaun, of course, you know, Wayne Gallman, he's a really good close friend of mine. Even heard from Cam Newton. Just all the guys pretty much I played with, you know, over at Clemson. You know, those guys, you know, just been pouring into me, you know, respecting my decision, you know, just telling me if I ever need anything, you know, just someone just talk to, you know, just hit them up, you know, it's nothing. So those just, you know, some guys that, you know, they've been hitting me up.
Mm-hmm. What is it like watching Clemson games now? I'm assuming that you do.
Yeah, I watch them.
Okay.
It's kind of weird a little bit because, you know, I've been, you know, in that routine, you know, while I'm playing in the fall, you know, now it's kind of where I'm on the fan, you know, standpoint. You know, it's been good, you know, to see, you know, the guys, you know, from that standpoint, you know, see them, you know, play. And, you know, it's kind of been tough as well because, you know, I kind of still put myself in that situation, you know, while I'm out there. But, you know, the guys know I got their back, you know, I'm supporting them, you know, whether I'm there or not. And so it's been good, you know, see that they got the ball rolling, they, you know, being successful and winning.
Right. Was it tough to watch Trevor Lawrence go down against Syracuse?
It was because, you know, that's my boy, all those guys, you know. But, you know, Chase came in and stepped up. You know, that was really good to see. Made me feel like a proud father. But, you know, it was good, you know, that Trevor, you know, bounced back. You know, he's been playing really well as of late.
Mm-hmm. What, if any, conversations have you had with Dabo?
I haven't had any.
Mm-hmm. You live on Clemson's campus still.
Well, off campus.
You're
I
off
live in-
campus, but you're still in Clemson. So what's it like to just still kind of be around, like in the area?
It's kind of weird because whenever the guys going to practice, I'll be there. So I kind of always said, since I'm the oldest one in the house, I'm a stay-at-home dad because everyone's gone and I'm at the house. So usually that's why I'm always here working out because by the time they get home, I'll be back. And so I don't just want to sit there, be in there by myself, not doing anything. So it's been weird, but it's not too bad.
Mm-hmm. Who are your roommates?
Oh, the boys, OTF, Shaq Smith, Isaiah Simmons, DeAndre Overton, and Cornell Powell. He's part of the group, but he don't stay in the house though. He's still a couple houses over.
Does that mean that they're still looping you into everything that's happening?
Oh yeah, they keep me in the loop. Those my guys. Shaq Smith, he's an alpha too, so we pledge together, and ride or die for those guys. Go to war. Right or wrong. That's our motto. If we're gonna do it, you better do it.
So give me a prediction for Clemson at the end of the season.
Oh, holding that trophy up. Ain't nothing less. 'Cause I know those guys. The mindset they got. They've been working for it. Since they got here. Those guys came back for a reason. That had a choice. To leave. And so I don't see nothing less. Them holding the trophy up.
Okay, I wanted you to label the chapter that you're headed into. It's the final chapter of your college career. If you could name it something, what would it be?
I'm living my best life. That's it right there.
You would. Okay, walk me through your average training day, everything that's going into making you the finished product that you want to be.
I get here around 11. Depending on what day it is, it may be a speed day or agility, or it may be in the weight room a little bit with Titus and Mike. Get in here, just work on the fine tuning of those skills. Then I may get on the field with Ramon and just do some quarterback work, skill work, and just play it by there. Then also get with Ryan. He's the guy that's been working with me. Strengthening my arm, getting that velocity on the ball. Some stuff that's similar to the baseball mechanics, but. That's been pretty much, typical, my day.
Have you seen any changes?
I have.
Yeah.
Feel like the ball's come out a little bit more. Mechanics is, improved dramatically. So, it's good, to get this work in, while I can, just taking advantage of this time that I have before, I get ready to leave.
How much time are you spending with your schoolwork? I know you're in online classes.
I'm spending, I got to all online. It's not what I really like because it's a little too much freedom. And get sidetracked easily, but I just having to stay on top of that. And the good thing is, Clemson, they still let me go in the study hall, so I get to go there, and be with all of them, making sure that I'm on top of everything and finishing, out the right way.
What's it like being, well received when you still go in the academic center and everyone's still wanting you to be successful from an academic standpoint?
No matter the decision you made, we want to make sure that you finishing, academically strong. You're in good standings, wherever you go, and make sure that the credits transfer over. So, that's been the thing that's been pushing me to make sure I finish, right on the right note.